Imagine a machine so gigantic that it looks like something out of a science fiction movie. This is the XCMG XD440, one of the largest mining trucks ever built by China. When he appears in a mine, everything around seems small. Its tires are taller than a person, and the size of the bucket is capable of transporting hundreds of tons of ore in a single trip. We are talking about a machine created to work in the most extreme environments on the planet. The XD440 was developed to tackle gigantic mines where ordinary trucks simply would not survive. Its impressive weight, combined with a monstrous engine, allows you to move mountains of rocks without stopping for hours. The power of this machine is absurd. The diesel-electric hybrid system delivers enough power to push colossal loads even on steep climbs and terrain destroyed by mine explosions. Each acceleration feels like the movement of a land ship. And the most impressive thing is the size of the internal components. The engine alone practically occupies the space of a small room. Huge pipes, gigantic hydraulic systems, and parts made to withstand extreme heat work together like the heart of a true industrial monster. Tires also attract attention. Each of them costs a fortune and can weigh more than many whole popular cars. Changing just one tire requires specialized cranes and entire maintenance teams. Inside the cabin, state-of-the-art technology. Sensors, digital displays, and intelligent systems help the operator control this colossal machine with almost unbelievable precision. Even carrying hundreds of tons, the truck needs to operate with maximum safety. But what really impresses is the scale. When the XD440 is loaded, it seems impossible to believe that something so heavy can move so easily. It is literally a fortress of steel walking on the earth. These machines represent the gigantic advance of Chinese engineering, showing that the country's heavy industry is creating some of the most extreme vehicles ever seen in the world of mining. In the midst of gigantic mines and virtually impossible terrain, there's a machine created to master tons of stone and earth without showing effort. This is the Lugong 995F, one of the most brutal excavators ever produced by Chinese industry. The first impact is on size. When someone stands next to 995F, it seems to be in front of a moving steel building. The hydraulic arm is gigantic. The bucket seems capable of swallowing whole cars, and every movement conveys an absurd sense of strength. Designed for heavy mining, this machine is built to work non-stop in extreme environments. Huge rocks, deep mud, intense heat, and continuous operations are part of a routine every day. The heart of the Lugong 995F is a monstrous diesel engine designed to generate enough power to move hundreds of tons of structure and still lift gigantic loads with impressive ease. The sound of the engine is more reminiscent of an industrial ship than of an ordinary machine. And then comes the hydraulics, the real secret behind the strength of this excavator. Gigantic cylinders push the arm with colossal pressure, allowing it to break through hard terrain as if it were sand. Each movement is slow, heavy, and extremely powerful. The bucket of the 995F also impresses. In just one pass, it can remove huge amounts of material, dramatically reducing the time it takes to load giant mining trucks. Even though it is a steel monster, the cab offers advanced technology for the operator. Digital displays, precision controls, and intelligent systems help control every movement with maximum efficiency. After all, operating a machine of this size requires absolute control. But perhaps the most impressive thing is to observe this giant working alongside people. The workers look like miniatures near the huge mats and the colossal armed machine. That's when the true scale of the Lugong 995F becomes apparent. Chinese engineering has been surprising the world, and the Lugong 995F is proof of that. A machine created to move mountains, operate without limits, and show that the future of heavy machinery is getting more and more gigantic. On gigantic farms where work never stops, there's a tractor created to meet any challenge. This is the Weiqiu Yelji 1754, a Chinese agricultural machine that impresses with its size, strength, and brutal presence in the field. At first glance, he already draws attention to the huge dimensions. Gigantic tires, robust body, and a frame built to withstand heavy work for hours without rest. Next to ordinary tractors, the Yelji 1754 looks like a real giant. But what really makes this machine stand out is the absurd power of the engine. Developed for intensive farming operations, it delivers enough power to pull huge implements, work in difficult terrain, and operate on large plantations without losing performance. The diesel engine is the heart of this agricultural monster. Severe snoring immediately conveys a feeling of brute force. Even carrying heavy equipment or facing mud and uneven terrain, The tractor keeps moving forward as if nothing is in the way. And it's not just strength. The advanced hydraulic system allows you to lift and control gigantic implements with extreme precision. Huge plows, Moderna planters, and heavy equipment feel light when connected to the Weiqiu Yelji 1754. Inside the cab, the experience is completely different from what many people imagine when thinking about tractors. Digital technology, electronic controls, air conditioning, and intelligent systems turn this machine into a real control center on wheels. Another impressive detail is the ability to work for long periods practically without stopping. On large farms, time means money, and machines like this are designed precisely to operate at an intense pace throughout the day. Chinese engineering has been growing rapidly in the agricultural sector, and the Weiqiu Yelji 1754 shows how China is producing ever larger, more Moderna, and more powerful machines to dominate the field. When this giant kicks in, it's clear that we're not just looking at a tractor, but a true agricultural war machine created to power the future of Moderna farming. In the middle of the frozen waters of the Arctic and Antarctic, there's a ship so powerful that it seems to have been built to face the end of the world. This is the Shuilong 2, the gigantic Chinese icebreaker created to challenge some of the most extreme environments on the planet. When Shuilong 2 appears in front of the ice, the scene looks unbelievable. Its colossal structure slowly advances as huge sheets of ice shatter like glass before the monstrous force of the ship. Designed for scientific missions and polar expeditions, Shuilong 2 was developed to operate in absurdly low temperatures, facing freezing storms and seas that are virtually impossible to navigate. The reinforced hull is a real steel armor. Unlike ordinary ships, it was created to literally rise on the ice and crush it under its own weight. The sound of the frozen layers cracking under the vessel sounds like something out of a film, and the power required for this is gigantic. Shuilong 2's engines generate enough power to push thousands of tons through regions where most ships would be completely trapped. But this giant does not only serve to pave the way. Inside it, there is advanced technology for scientific research, Moderna laboratories, and systems capable of studying climate, oceans, and even environmental changes in the polar regions. The crew faces extreme conditions every day. Freezing winds, intense blizzards, and total isolation are part of the routine of these missions. In some places, the ship is surrounded only by icy as far as the eye can see. Another impressive detail is the size of the operation. Helicopters, scientific equipment, and tons of supplies travel inside this floating giant to sustain long expeditions in regions practically inaccessible to humans. Shuilong 2 represents the ambition of Chinese engineering to master increasingly advanced technologies. It's not just a ship, it's a polar fortress created to explore the coldest and most dangerous places on Earth. As it slices through frozen oceans and traverses gigantic walls of ice, it's impossible not to feel like we're looking at one of the most impressive machines ever built to defy nature.